All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Kat from the Wild Alaskan Company recipe team. Today, we're going to be making a recipe that requires an air fryer. I'll just reiterate that. If you don't have an air fryer, you're still more than welcome to hang out and see how easy it can be to cook salmon from frozen. Let's get started. We are going to cook air fryer teriyaki salmon with some broccoli. I bought this today. It was called broccolette. I don't know. There are so many different kinds of broccoli now. I thought it was broccolini, and then I've seen broccoli de chicho, and now apparently there's broccolette, but it looked pretty. So we're going to have that as a side for salmon cooked from frozen. This is a great recipe to have in your back pocket when you want to have something that's fast, easy, delicious, all that good stuff. And you really don't need to plan ahead at all. You just need to have some fish in the freezer, and if you want to pair it with vegetables, then that's a bonus. So I am going to be cooking sockeye salmon. Number one thing, obviously, gonna take this out of the package. Basically, what I like to do when I'm cooking from frozen is I like to cook off this surface ice. So I'm just gonna drop this into the air fryer for five minutes. It feels so weird to put frozen fish just right into the basket, but let's see here. We're doing 400 degrees, so that's the highest setting for my air fryer at 5 minutes. So that is going to be, I think, enough time to get that ice kind of, I don't know if it actually vaporizes off the surface of the fish, but it seems like it vaporizes off of it because it's nowhere to be found when you're cooking it in an air fryer this way. I also have some other ingredients here. So in addition to the broccoli, we've got some olive oil, and I made this really isn't teriyaki sauce like traditional. I just found something on the internet that I go to a lot. It's kind of like a maple soy garlic ginger type of glaze. Like actual teriyaki sauce does not have garlic or ginger in it, but I love the flavor of that. So it's teriyaki-ish, and it's already glazy. Like I made it with a little bit of cornstarch, so it's like thickened and nice. So that's gonna go on the fish, and then I'm gonna set a little bit aside to serve with the fish once it's cooked. So that's pretty much it. I do have some scallions here and maybe like some sesame seeds to garnish the fish later, but other than that, super straightforward. You're more than welcome to use a store-bought teriyaki sauce for something like this. What is the benefit of cooking from frozen? For me personally, it's like my get out of jail free card. Sometimes cooking from frozen is the only way that I am actually going to have a legitimate meal that day. It's super delicious. And as you can see with this particular setup, the ingredient list is very small. What I'm going to do with the broccoli or broccolette, I'm just going to maybe give this a chop so that it'll fit in the air fryer. I have a very small air fryer basket, so I don't want to put in too much. And to this, all I'm going to do is, I think that's good. This guy will live to be eaten another day. I'm just going to give this actually, before I move on with the broccoli, the salmon calls. So I'm going to grab this fish out of the air fryer. So what we have now is a fillet of salmon that is definitely not cooked, but the outside no longer is icy. So to this, what I am going to do now is add some olive oil just to get a little bit of fat on there. I'm going to do both sides, so this will prevent sticking. And then we just spoon on a little bit of sauce. So we'll give this a little brush, both sides, some nice coverage. Then this is just going to go right back into the air fryer for, I believe, let me just check my notes. I think I cook it for only maybe 5 more minutes, and then we can check on it then. It might need another minute or two after that, but we will see. So broccoli, super simple. I'm just going to do olive oil, some pepper, and little salt. Give that a little toss so that we get the broccolettes nice and covered. And then I'm just gonna drop these into the basket alongside the fish. Let's see. Oh my gosh, this is what we're looking at now. We've got this crispy broccoli, which actually looks done to me. That was just 5 minutes for the broccolette, I guess because it's a little more wispy than like a traditional broccoli. And the fish itself looks done to me. So I'm just gonna put this on a plate. We're gonna use the fork method and just see how flaky this is. Okay, this looks kind of perfect to me. I'm gonna let this sit for a minute before I actually bust into it because there's gonna be some carryover cooking that's gonna just really help that interior. If there are any cold spots, cook through as this rests. You can use this resting time to add a little more sauce and make this look really glazy. And this sauce is really delicious. It's basically just soy sauce, like 50-50 mix of soy sauce and water, so it's not too salty. And some maple syrup, garlic, ginger, a little bit of rice wine vinegar to give it some acidity. And then I thickened it with like a cornstarch slurry, and it's so tasty. So I might even put some of that on the broccoli later. Let's do some scallions on here. Some sesame seeds to make this look nicer. This actually looked really good to me. So after all that warning of like it might not be as pretty, this looks perfect. There we go. We have teriyaki-ish air fryer salmon from frozen, perfectly cooked. All right, I'm gonna eat this little corner that I pulled off earlier. So it's definitely not medium rare. It's more of like a medium inside. I don't see any translucent right on the corner, but when you go more into the center, it's a little more medium rare. And that's like one of the trade-offs of it being cooked from frozen is you just can't get it super evenly cooked, but that's okay because we're just gonna have a nice bite of this now. Really easy. I'll say the skin when you're cooking from frozen probably isn't gonna get crispy. I'm still gonna eat the skin because I don't mind that at all, but that's pretty much it. Really, really fast lunch. Let me take a bite of this broccoli too. Yeah, that's actually done. Literally 5 minutes for the broccoli or broccolini type of thing. 5 minutes for the salmon to pre-cook, plus another 5 minutes to get the glaze on there and have it cook through. But you know, this is going to be very, very easy for me to clean up. I don't know if you can see, there's like nothing sticking to this. That's it for today. I'm gonna be back next week. We are doing a back to basics event called Easy Ways to Eat More Seafood. I did it last week. It is something that comes up periodically. So basically it's just a really chill hour-long session where we go through thawing methods, basic ingredients and tools that I really like, such as my fish spatula. And all of these things are designed to get you cooking, even if you don't know the species or if you're not sure what to do with the fish. It's a great place to start. So if you haven't been to that before, or even if you have and just want to hang out, make sure you sign up for that. All right, well, that's it for today. I'm hoping that some of you get to try cooking from frozen when you're in a pinch sometimes. But until then, until I see you, live wild.